We normally take a lot of measures to make sure that our home is safe, especially when we're out and about getting some errands done, or attending a meeting, or probably just getting some groceries, and we've got our kids or pets back at home. Now, a lot of people end up doing and installing a lot of security cameras to make sure that their house is under proper surveillance and they've got the lock and key properly done. Well, if security from intruders is your first priority, well, it is for me certainly, then this episode is a must-watch for you. But before then, let's begin with the intro. Hello and welcome to 4S Tech, guys. I hope you're doing great and things are going brilliant for you. What I have today is this Ooma Butterflye video security camera. It's a full HD camera. It stores everything on the cloud. It's got a lot of features packed inside this camera. But before everything else, let's see what's inside the box. So we've got a simple box. We've got a full HD video camera by Ooma. It's called the Butterfly. Then we have the quick start guide. We have a USB cable and a power adapter. Now, you guys must be thinking, so is it something that requires a lot of technical knowledge, or maybe a techie geek to, or a nerd to basically install these things? But certainly not. It's the most simplest, I think, the most straightforward installation that I've done. You just need to install that app on your mobile phone, and that's it. That app will actually allow you to add this camera to your phone. And from there on, you can actually start looking at the footage in live streaming. So there are a lot of features in this camera. A few of them that I really liked is that everything is stored on the cloud. So you need not to worry about any storage that is needed. But in case, if your internet gets disconnected, it's got some built-in storage as well for the backup. Secondly, you have to connect this to a power adapter. In case there is a power outage, you've got the backup battery inside it, which will give you around, I think, more than an hour's time for a backup. I think that's quite convenient for you. Now, the app on this phone is pretty straightforward. So you get all the feeds, you get all the filters. If in case your camera is disconnected from the power source, it will also tell you in that app that how much battery is left. Now, secondly, you can disable the audio. Then there is a privacy mode. You can actually disable the privacy of the camera as well. Now, you also have the do not disturb mode. So just in case if you're at home and you don't want those alerts popping up on your phone, you can basically enable this one. So another good thing is this camera gets over-the-air updates. So if in case Ooma comes up with any updates for this hardware, you will get those updates over the air on the internet. So that's quite useful, makes life easy. It's got a lot of alert triggers. There is a camera shift, you get a trigger. There is a person coming in front of it, there is a trigger. There is a motion in front of the camera, there is a trigger. There are a lot of triggers, and as long as you have all those triggers activated in the app, you'll get a lot of notifications on your phone every now and then, which is actually quite cool. I end up blocking up some of the triggers eventually because there were so many of them, and I kept it to motion detection, face detection, loud noise. There is a loud noise notification as well in this camera. So there are pretty much a lot of things that this camera actually does cover. Few of the features, however, are requires subscription. Like you've got face detection, so you've got a list of people who you want to have in the log, so the camera knows the familiar faces. So if the camera comes across a person who is a stranger, then it will send you an alert, which is quite a useful function. Secondly, you can have multiple cameras installed in different places in your house, and you can have them all linked inside your app. Now, however, that feature is something that comes with the subscription. So there is a set of features which are free and set of features which are subscriber only. But I think to get this camera and have a free camera set up, it comes with pretty much everything. So it gives you 7 days of storage. So you've got 7 days of footage lined up there. You can download that footage, you can use that, you can share that to your convenience, and that's something that's quite cool. Just in case we don't know about the AES security, this camera has got the AES security, and that's one of the finest securities which is used worldwide, particularly for banking sector and for security, security conscious organizations. However, there are two concerns that I have with this camera, and I hope that in the upcoming versions from Ooma, they'll probably have those things included. Now, one of that is, it is certainly very hefty, very strong. It's a good build, very solid, but to the fall, I'm not sure how much can this take in terms of damage. Secondly, what I really miss is on the back, there is no clamp. So this is made to be placed on top of your table or a shelf or something. Now, I'm the sort of person who would prefer to have this camera mounted on top of a wall or something and just have it slightly inclined so it covers from the top, it covers the whole lounge. That is a sort of movement which I find more natural to surveillance or security cameras. Unfortunately, there is no clamp or bracket on its back to have it mounted on your wall. Right, one more thing that I'd like to mention. This thing has an audio as well. So if you're looking at a footage, you'll have the audio there as well. As I've mentioned before, this thing has got loud noise detection. So if there is a loud noise in your house, this camera will send you an alert. You can even have one-to-one voice conversations. This thing has got a microphone and a speaker built inside, which is actually quite cool. But the feature is actually for subscribers. So what about the quality of this video footage? Well, it's a full HD, it's got very good quality. Obviously, there is that certain lag that you come across when you get to see a video that is streamed over the internet. One of the issues that I had, and I'm going to get in touch with Ooma for that, is when I get this camera installed for the first time, the alert that happened almost, I think, 20 minutes before got to me quite late, whereas the recent alerts were already there. That happened to me just once, I believe. Now, as far as the security camera is concerned, an alert, if it comes late to you, is something which basically flags the entire concept of having a security camera. So you want to make sure that all the alerts that are coming to you have got to be frequent, they are properly in order. I'm going to get in touch with Ooma and I'm going to ask them why it happened for me, although it happened to me just once. And if it seems to be an issue with my internet, then I will also let you guys know. The Ooma Butterflye that I have, this one costs around $149.99. So that's $149 for this device. I think is pretty justified, considering that this comes with 16 GB of storage. So all in all, this is a great build. You've got a lot of alerts, it looks nice on the table. It's got audio video feature in it as well, 7 days of cloud storage, got battery backup, power backup. For now, it is a great device and it works fine with me. It sends me so many alerts at all times. But yeah, I like the logo on this thing. This butterfly is actually quite cool. Well, that being said, if you guys like the review, hit that like button. If you want to subscribe for more videos, hit the subscribe. I'll keep bringing more reviews to you guys. Stay cool, calm and collected. Till again, for Ace Tech, signing out.